If you're doing one of these four things I'm about to mention, you're losing a ton of sales. Over the last 10 years, I've brought in over $20 million worth of deals for my clients, but I didn't always know what I was doing. I made literally every mistake in the book, and it cost me big. But I don't want you to do the same things. Today I'm going to go over the four biggest ones that I really wish I would have knew when I was just getting started. And make sure to stay at the end, because if you're missing the last one, it's costing you big. Okay, let's go. Okay, so first one I see this all the time, is that you guys need to be following a script. So I don't know why, but people in sales, they tend to think that they know exactly what to say. They're going to be brilliant. Whatever they're going to say off the cuff is just going to be mind blowing. It's going to convince the clients to do exactly what you want them to do. That's not how it works, right? And so it's really important to have a script, have some time, and actually think out what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, how you're going to present things, have a logical approach so the client isn't confused. There's so many reasons to why having a script and having a process is essential to getting results, but let's just start with one that tends to get overlooked, especially when you're first getting started off. Having a script really gives you a lot of confidence. I hear this all the time, and people are like, oh, like they're so afraid to make the dials, they're so afraid to actually get on the calls with people, and a lot of it comes down to they just don't know what to say. They don't know how to go about the call. They don't know, they just don't know how to do it. And so obviously that creates a lot of anxiety and it gives them that deer in the headlights type thing. And so a lot of times that leads to inaction. Having a script solves that. At least it helps solve that. I'm not going to say completely removes all anxiety of calling people, but it does help. I promise you that. Uh, I'd say even more importantly though is what having a script does is it gives you repeatable outcomes. And so what you want to have a certain rough number to where if I talk to 10 prospects, I should get X results. If I talk to 10 prospects, I should get 5 appointments. I should get 4 sales. Whatever that number is for you. If you're not saying the same things roughly every time, that number is going to change so dramatically just based on the day and how you're saying things. Okay, maybe that sounded really good yesterday, but then what you say the next day is going to sound like crap, right? And so what you want to be doing, obviously, you want to be taking the good things and putting it into a script, right? And so I'm not saying you 100% follow the script like a robot. You're always going to be saying things here and there, and you make adjustments as you go. You basically are improving the process. But to start off, you want to have a script, and you want to have a script that you're following every time. So if I speak to 4 clients, 2 of them should sign up. Just throwing that out there. My quota is 2 a day, 1 a day, whatever. When you have a number, you have a conversion rate. You're able to work backwards and then actually know exactly how many calls, how many people you need to talk to hit your quotas and all that type of stuff. Also, too, going back to when you have a script, you are going to be saying the same things every time. That's pretty obvious. But what's important to keep in mind is to the client, what that means is you are explaining the same information to them. You are explaining things the same way. And so what you don't want is you don't want to sign someone up and there is a confusion as to how the service works, how this works, how that works, because you didn't tell them, or maybe you worded it strangely differently a different day. If you're wording things the exact same way very clearly every time, you're going to save yourself from getting into a lot of trouble of, he said, she said, I said, I thought it was this, right? Those things. And trust me, the client's not going to be using a script, and so it's like, if you know what you said because you say the same thing every time, you're able to speak with confidence and say, oh, well, no, that's not what happened. Actually, this is what I said. It's this, right? And it's going to save you a lot of headache down the line, right? Number 2, you need to be booking follow-ups. Never end a call without having a next step, either being a follow-up call, the deal closing, or them saying no and the process ending, right? One of those 3 things need to happen, but what you don't want to ever do is leave it open-ended and open for interpretation. Yeah, I'll just get back to you later. Don't want to do that. Your job is to guide the conversation, the process. Guide, not force, not push, simply guide. So what you always want to be doing is when you get to the end of the call, suggest the next step. And just to be honest, especially if you're working high ticket sales, you have thousands and thousands of dollars on the line. Most sales don't close on the first call, or at least a reasonable percentage of them don't. Okay, sure, yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys are total crushers and close everything on the first call. That's great. I wasn't that guy. right? Usually took a couple calls close a lot of deals. And you would be surprised how many deals just drop off because people are busy and they forget. You're giving them too much slack. It's like all of a sudden it's like, okay, look, I had that call. Okay, it's like, yeah, I had the call with that guy last week. It went really well, and then this thing happened, and then all of a sudden you talk to him a week later, but then it's like, oh, this other thing came up, and then it's like, oh man, what was that guy again? Yeah, it was a thing with the something about growing my business, and then it's like, then all of a sudden now they don't make it because of that, because the energy's already gone, and then it's like 10 days out, and now you're just a forgotten a memory of someone they talked to 2 weeks ago, and they hardly even remember you. You need to be booking the follow-ups and keeping them tight as well. Follow-ups a day later, a couple days later, keep the energy, and kind of keep the momentum rolling. Right. Hey guys, if you're getting value out of the video and you do want to learn how to optimize your sales process, smash quotas, all other awesome sales related stuff like this, please subscribe down below. Thank you. Okay, number 3, you never ever want to push them to buy. Uh, for me, when I was getting started off, I did have a bit of a preconceived notion that the salesperson is kind of supposed to push them just a little bit. That's just what I thought. That's what the culture tells you. That's what the movies tell you. The sleazy salesman pushing you to buy all that type of stuff. So that's what I kind of thought you were supposed to do. Luckily, I had a good mentor. Uh, I just learned from experience very quickly that's not the case. Those days are long gone, right? People, there's no better way to just destroy rapport than be pushy, the pushy salesman. Um, your job is to simply explore together if it's a good fit and remove all connection of the outcome. It is completely fine if they don't want to move forward with you for whatever reason. You are a problem solver as a salesperson. You're just trying to deeply understand what their problems are, what their needs are, and how you can help them. If you can help them. If you can't help them, that's fine. Let them know, end the call, and move on to your next prospect. That's totally fine, right? That's definitely something which I wish I would have learned, or wish I would have known when I was just getting started, and so I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. You're a problem solver, not a pushy salesman, right? Last one, number 4, the biggest one for me, which I'd really wish I would have known. Or at least I knew it, but really wish I would have understood and taken to heart when I was getting started. Sales is just about being you and being genuine. That's right. It is all about the human connection, caring, making a friend, and really understanding who it is you're talking to, why they're buying, what prompted them to hop on the call, and how you can help them mutually. People can just sense it when you're being genuine. Humans, we are social creatures. We have developed such good senses for when people are being genuine or not, and it just comes through naturally on the call. And also, just when you're being yourself, it just takes the pressure off. There should be no pressure on the sales calls, right? The pressure days are gone. It should be relaxing, cool. Yeah, good. Like, okay, great. We can do this. We can do that. Did that work for you? Yeah, cool. Totally. What about this? Oh, yeah. But what about this thing? Have you considered this? Oh, no, I hadn't. Like, you are solving a problem together. And so, if there's one thing to focus on in this video, be yourself, be genuine, and you will start to see the sales drop at an incredible clip, and you will be amazed with the results. Okay, so I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you got any questions, please drop a comment down below, and that's it.